Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another Starcraft 2 broadcast. My name is Anaris, and today I am here with another gigantic replay. This is from the Asian server. It's actually a 5-way free-for-all from the NEX clan. We had to have Sora Aoi of previous videos on my channel, pretty interesting stuff there, spawning as the Blue Zerg. And for those of you who are wondering, all of these players actually went random for this game. So we have NEX Chobo down here as Terran. We have Coca, I guess that's how you pronounce it, as Terran, and my god, that's a lot of chat. Then we have S Hello, spawning as Zerg on the top right, and then we have NEX Sickness, spawning as the Purple Terran, who is already scouting out. He found out that there is nobody here in the 12 o'clock position, so he is looking to secure the early expansions, plural. You have one right here and one right here. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the old Hunters map from Starcraft 1. This is not the BGH version. This is just regular old Hunters, and actually there's probably some of you have never played the regular Hunters before. Pretty much the same thing as BGH, except you've got the minerals. They don't have 20,000 apiece. So I'm just going to predict right off the bat, strategies, throw them out the window. This is a 5-way free-for-all on a very well-known map. I'm not going to comment really too much on balance on this, just because it's so off, I'm not even going to try to begin to explain. But long story short here, don't expect any traditional builds from these players. Maybe some starting builds, but after the game gets situated, about 5-10 minutes in, it's just going to be a cluster house, free-for-all. God knows what's going to happen. Sora AO looks like he's going to throw down some earliest gas, get some speedlings, maybe try to do a little bit of harassment on the person next to him. Overlord parked right here, just going to keep an eye on this ledge. If any Marines were going to head out, they would show up right here. You can see Coca is going with a pretty standard opener. Does have actually 2 gas claimed relatively early. May decide to do a little bit of teching. He does have a wall off. That's pretty nice right there. Hello is currently sitting at 68 gas, maybe going for the speedlings as well. Probably a good idea, at least for a little bit of map control to begin with. Sickness, however, he is walling himself in. He has got it made right here. There is nothing anybody can do for the next couple of minutes against Sickness. Unless, of course, one of these 2 Terran players wants to float his barracks across the map. However, I don't think that's going to be happening here. So, I'm just wondering what you guys thought of the first hour-long replay that I put up. It was definitely an interesting game. The ending was a little weird, little different. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, definitely go check it out. It's one of the more unique videos that I put up on my channel here, and I'm hoping this is going to be even more unique, as, like I said, this game is over an hour long. I forgot exactly how much, but it is a very, very large game, and I'm going to warn you ahead of time. During this game, there is going to be points where there is just so much going on that I am really not going to be able to cover it all at once or at the same time even, but I will try to cover as much as possible here. Right now, Sora opting for a Roach build. Pretty good for defense. That'll be nice when dealing with any sort of early Terran aggression. Hello, looking to do some damage here against maybe the Barracks Depot. Not going to happen though. Terran is walled in, safe and sound. Is getting a Baneling Nest just completed right there, maybe looking to bust that open. Don't know how well that's going to work, however, as his Zerglings are heading over here to see Sickness's wall. 1 Marine there, but still, that's all you need, man. Against these Zerglings, there's just not a lot he can do about it. Not going to get through that wall anytime soon. We'll take a considerable amount of Banelings, so he's actually going for this instead, going to try to hit this, and a factory is here as well with a second supply depot, really looking to secure his choke point. Bunch more Zerglings are amassing outside of the purple base. We see right now, actually, Purple Terran Sickness is gathering or building his first expansion right there. Like I said, this is actually a pretty smart deal. He's just playing super defensive right now, and this Terran is too. This one, not so much. He did have a bunker up here with some Marines. It's not going to do too well for him, though. The choke point is pretty wide right here. Zerglings are coming in here, getting a nice surround. He's bringing his Marines back, hoping to mount a defense. However, his SCVs are having to run away. 1 lone Marine here is here to save the day, so he is actually going to have to gather his forces up here. And there's the engagement. SCVs are coming off and tanking some of the damage there, so that's good. Chobo is definitely still in this game. Meanwhile, up here we see more Zerglings are on the way. Wall's looking pretty secure. Got a second factory coming down there as well. Command center going up, maybe looking to get this expansion. Going to have some battle cruisers coming out for Coca here. Well, that explains why he went for that quick gas. He's going to try to get out some of those high tier units from the very start of the game. As Hello looks to do more harassment down here at Chobo's expansion, hoping to prevent it. I don't think it's going to work out too well, at least with the amount of Zerglings that he did have at that point in time, though. Sickness is placing supply depots strategically on the right-hand side of this expansion. Just want to keep an eye out on the Zerg player, make sure nothing sneaky comes across the line, as we have a holy mother of banelings coming down right here. 11 of them, I think 12 now total. That should be enough to bust through these two barracks, but I don't think it's going to be enough to bust through these. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. And these should be done in time, unless he goes right now, which I don't think it's really going to even make that much of a difference here. He has to get some Zerglings in order to follow up with it, or else, well, he'll have a fantastic bust, and that will be it. Here it comes. Banelings running right to the barracks. Will they take it down? I think they will. Yes, they do go. Two of them do go down. However, the two in the back are there to stay. Nice block there. Good planning by Sickness. Knowing he's beside a Zerg player, he's just got to anticipate that attack, and sure enough, there it came, and thwarted. Sora throwing down an expansion right there. As we see, oh man, look at that! He actually lifted the barracks off, and the Zerglings move in right at the correct time, able to get the siege tank down, but not before the Marines are able to finish off the attack. Good eye on Zerg, man. That was very nice timing on that. Coca securing his expansion up here, making use of the terrain. I'll tell you what, man, Terran. Oh, Terran. What is this? We have a Nidus Worm right in the back of the base for Chobo. Roja's coming right in and shutting down the mineral line. This has got to be hurting his minerals a lot. You can see he is down to a lot less. I'm not going to look at the exact, yeah, 440 there. He does have this expansion still mining, but this one has obviously been shut down, knocking down the supply depots as well. He is now supply blocked. He's going to have to get that up very soon if he wants to play catch-up. Zerg actually making his retreat right now. Let's go back to the production tab and see what everything else coming down the line here. Nope, that was the only... Wait a minute. We have another Nidus coming. Where is that one going to be at? Let's see, where is it at? Where is it at? It's kind of hard. Oh, there it is right there. SCVs are coming off the line to destroy it. I don't think this one is going to pop, however. Yeah, there it goes. It's dead. Pops out right at the last second. We've got another one building. Let's see, where's that one at? Oh my god, I'm terrible. Where's it at? Right there? No. No, there's so many of these friggin' players everywhere. I just don't see the one little blue dot. Wait a minute, I heard it. Over here. Yes, here it is. Okay, gotcha. God, I'm terrible. Okay, so more roaches are coming into Coca's expansion, but look who's here to greet them. Couple Mr. Battlecruisers right here, saying hi. Roaches just saying what's up, as we have another Nidus coming in from Sora. More roaches, actually different from the first group up here, who are running and actually burrowing now, as the SCVs are pulled off the mineral line. Once again, Chobo's mineral line is shut down. He is going to have to send those away to meet up with his Marines and then try to engage. Meanwhile, over here, another Nidus Worm is coming, this time in Hello's base. He sees it. He's trying to get this around with the drones. Will he be able to get it in time? I think it'll be able to pop, but there's not going to be really a whole lot that Sora's going to be able to do with it, although he is going to get this Queen maybe down. Yes, it does go down. Couple Hellions coming into Hello's mineral line right there. Oh, man, got some toasty drones. There goes two of them. This Hellion's actually got quite a few kills. 5 and 8 there. That's pretty good stuff. As we see that these couple roaches right here are still burrowed. Very good catch on that. What the hell? Did you just see that Queen walk up that ledge? I kid you not. He just walked, or she just walked up the ledge. I do not know what is up with that. As we see, these roaches are still burrowed under here, keeping this mineral line shut down for Coca. As the Queen, yep, that Queen definitely just walked up and down that ledge. That Queen is hacking, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know what is up with that, but that is definitely some cheats going on. I like what Sickness is doing, man. He is just hanging out, having a good time up here, playing defense, building up, macroing like crazy. And, you know, as a side note, he really doesn't have to deal with Sora at this point in time. But I do want to point out Sora does have a Overlord spreading creep right here on the top left of the map, which you apparently can travel to, which means he may be able to summon another Nidus Worm there. It's all going to depend here. Keep an eye on that as we do move past the 13-minute mark, getting ready to go into 14. Battlecruisers obviously establishing dominance against these sneaky little roaches coming in here, trying to do some scouting. Keep an eye on the base. However, they are cornered there as the scan wears off. Oh, Hellions, you are not supposed to charge barracks, buddy. Just a heads up, you're going to die. What is this? We have an Overseer coming in here, just checking out Koka's base. Looking down here at Chobo, rebuilding fairly nicely. We do have another Nidus Worm popping right now in the left side of his base. Going to take out these supply depots once again and force Chobo to rebuild them. See Sora's expansion's looking pretty good down here. Here comes the response from Chobo. A couple siege tanks this time, able to deal with that. There's the scan, and the Marines will be able to pursue these roaches right into the mineral line where it may be shut down again. I don't know. Terran's sitting a little bit better this time. He's actually trying to block off the roaches from running away with the SCVs. Obviously, they can burrow and get around that. Still pretty good. Regenerated just a little bit, enough to pop up and do a little bit more damage. See, these ones are dealing most with the SCVs. These ones taking the brunt of the damage from the Marines. Looking over here, Koka's moving out with his battlecruisers, maybe looking to make a play against Sickness, who right now doesn't have that much anti-air. He's got a few Marines, one Thor, a couple siege tanks as well, but here comes the anti-air. The Vikings are more than well equipped to deal with the battlecruisers, outrange and just outdamage them. Of course, battlecruisers specialize in dealing the damage to small light units, kind of like Marines and whatnot, because they fire weak shots but very fast. Uh-oh, the sacrificial battlecruiser has been decided. It is you, buddy. I'm sorry, 3 kills is not enough. Oh, apparently it is. 34 hit points. Getting out at the last second there. As we have another Nidus coming in. Oh, so there's a Spire too. There it is right there, down there in Chobo's base. As these roaches are still giving chase to these SCVs, man. I'll tell you what, Sora, I'm not sure if I like this tactic. I think he's handling it very well, but considering this is a free-for-all, he really is putting himself out there, trying to keep a lot of pressure on different people throughout the map. And his base really isn't that well defended himself. He could die to a nice drop right here, you know, get some Hellions back here in the mineral line. There's no Spore Crawlers, there's no Spine Crawlers, no nothing. He is just relying on purely offensive strategies right now, which in a free-for-all is kind of a risky maneuver. Vikings are coming in here from NEX Sickness, maybe going to just scout out a little bit. Looks like that's what they are going to do. Just keeping an eye on what his opponent is doing. We see that roaches are still coming down here. Oh, you brave little siege tank. Look at that. SCVs are keeping that guy alive as long as possible. Will they actually be able to do it? I think no, they will not. All right, now what actually happened with those Vikings? There, the Vikings right there. I thought they landed for a second. I just missed it. They are heading out, however, towards the middle of the map, and the roaches are still a little bit of a problem. Hanging out there, burrowed, as this expansion is driven away. This is a very highly contested spot. Middle of the map right here. Oh, we're going to play a little mind game, lifting off and landing again. I think we all know how this story ends. Half of them are going to lift up here. Yes, they do. Battlecruisers are here to show themselves in full force, as Hello still is just kind of hanging out here, doing a little bit of damage, but you see he's actually got some Zerglings in here, just taking advantage of the fact that the battlecruisers are away. Meanwhile, the roaches down here for Sora AoE trying to cause some more damage, taking out the siege tank, just doing a little bit of harassment at this point, not really shutting down his opponent. These attacks aren't doing nearly as much damage as they were previously. Look at the income tab right now, though, seeing that we do have Sora sitting on top with about 1,500. He's got the Harvesters definitely on lockdown. 71. Next up is 60 from Koka, sitting here with the expansion. And there the Vikings coming to pick off some battlecruisers. Good stuff there. I'm really surprised that Hello has not suffered more attacks right now. I'm going to be honest with you. He is not in a good spot. Between these two Terrans who have just cornered this Zerg. Got the barracks here keeping him in. You got these structures keeping him in there too. And he's managed to squeak out and get into 2 expansions down here. So, good play on his part. A little bit of luck probably involved with that one, but definitely worked out in his favor, as a bunch of mutas from Sora are coming over here and wrecking the mineral line for Chobo. However, there are Marines in play here able to deal with the situation, so that's not going to be too big of an issue. They are, however, coming over here to take down Hello's expansion. I'm sure that is not what he wants to have done right now, especially considering getting out there and getting that expansion again will be extremely difficult. We see here that there are some siege tanks taking some shots here over the river. Going to take out that barracks. Going to open it up for the Zerg player. However, Sickness is really moving in here. Maybe looking to kill some Overlords or just land in the mineral line. We will keep an eye on that here as Mutalisks rather are being driven off by the Marines. Chobo's base. Sickness doing a flyby over Coca. Battlecruiser's moving way over to the natural expansion, and he is actually taking some damage from a missile turret there. Just doing some scouting. I guess he is just on a hunt, looking for something easy to kill, and not finding it there. Thanks to Coca thinking ahead and moving his battlecruisers out. You see now they are right there. The SCVs do transfer over. Now that the mineral patch is just about gone. Sickness looking to maybe... No, he's not going to land. He's just going to hang out there. As we have a command center floating down here, and what is this? A hatchery blocking your landing, sir. You will not be parking there today at all. What will be happening, however, is Sickness will be driving away Sora's Mutas. We just have 9 more on the way, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in a little bit here, as we do have more harassment from Hello, trying to come in here and do a bunch of damage. However, you look at the missile turrets being planted. There are just so many of them there. It's not going to be easy to bust in there with a pack of Mutas. Especially if they get some Thors into the game, man. That is just going to shut down that ball. You see that it was fairly tight. What in the world is that? Those are the ballsy